And like that, then hopefully it's about to leave at after by 7 something, 7:10, like that he'll be leaving. From here he'll have the timetable of like 9 that time he will get some whatever messages for like link it like Geo and that create stories. Then Scooty will get out in between to create happy stories. പൈലറ്റിന് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ കവിതയൊന്നും കഥയും കവിതയൊന്നും ഇങ്ങോട്ട് എടുക്കണ്ട കഥയും കവിതയും കഥ ഉണ്ടാക്കല്
The crew is flying a state-of-the-art Boeing 737. Flight 15. Localize arrive. Localize the capture. In the final moments of the flight, the landing turns into a catastrophe. The plane falls like a rock. The crash of Turkish Airlines Flight 1951 involves the most popular plane on Earth, with nearly 1.5 million passengers boarding 737 every day. Investigators need to figure out if the problem is with the plane or with the pilots flying it. On the morning of February 25th, 2009, Turkish Airlines Flight 1951 becomes the first plane to crash at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport in more than 10 years. It smashed into the ground really hard, made a tremendous noise. The plane hit the ground in a muddy field just north of runway 18 right. Since the crash was so close to the airport, rescue workers arrived quickly. Most of the passengers have survived, but many are badly injured. Survivors are taken straight to local hospitals. Images third crash of a passenger jet in the past 6 weeks. The sudden nature of this accident adds to the mystery.
Here I am. Here I am, Deepa and Sanjay. Now where are you? Okay?
It doesn't take long for the Dutch safety force to arrive at the scene.
No, but
They will be investigating this accident, but they won't be alone. The crash involved an American, so the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board sent Joe Sedor, one of its most experienced investigators, to Amsterdam. When it's a non-U.S.
Here I am, okay?
aircraft,
This is my flat. Now where are you, sir? This is my flat, but no to PNJ apartment, Maidan.
And also in this case, the engine. Three large pieces, engines forward, when they read it.
Started
In
crossing.
1951 was one of the most advanced aircraft in the skies, the Boeing 737-800.
Era una carga na cadeira da contenção, o governo. Era uma coisa de
Generation 737 is still the best airplane we've ever built. We developed an airplane that had an improved wing, improved avionics, similar systems that required less maintenance. Investigators know this isn't just any plane. The 737 is the world's best-selling commercial jet. Finding out why this one crashed is imperative. There are more than 5,000 of them in the skies. They carry about 1.5 million passengers a day. Investigators must quickly determine if there's a flaw with the plane that could cause another accident. What they know so far is that Flight 1951 had been traveling from Istanbul, Turkey, to Amsterdam. There were 128 passengers on board the early morning flight, including 4 engineers from Boeing. There was no mention on board of any kind of trouble in the cockpit. The crash had killed 9 people, including 3 members of the Boeing team and the pilots in the cockpit. We can give scenarios of the crash. There are eerie similarities to another recent accident involving a Boeing aircraft. British Airways Flight 38, approximately a year before this, there had been a 777 short landing at Heathrow, which had a direct plane up. In that accident, the Boeing 777 fell to the ground short of the runway. The British Airways pilots reported that both their engines stopped delivering power just before landing. At the time of the Turkish Airways crash, the cause of that accident hadn't been found. Like in that case, investigators have plenty of clues to work with. The plane and its engines are largely intact. The flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder are in good condition. There are also plenty of survivors to describe what happened. According to the passengers, the landing had been routine, but then suddenly the plane simply dropped out of the sky and hit the ground. But perhaps the biggest clue comes from the crash site itself. The wreckage is not spread out. It tells investigators that the plane could not have been traveling forward at high speed when it hit the ground. The way the aircraft had crashed, it did appear to be some sort of a landing accident in which there was moderate control of some sort. The pattern of debris and the passenger reports point investigators to an immediate suspect, the engine. The engine issue was a very big issue in my thought process initially. There's no evidence of fire on the fuselage. In many crashes, fuel in the same tanks ignites on impact. The lack of fire raises an obvious question. Did the engine stop running because Flight 1951 had simply run out of gas? That was one of the first thoughts that I had was, did this airplane have fuel aboard? Because otherwise, how does a 737 literally fall out of the sky on approach to an airport? But the location